Let me fix the lovely camera. Okay, I'm quickly just changing the effect to make it look nicer and basically fit with the genre. Hey guys, rock and roll girl here. Yeah, this camera is too fucking weird. I can't take myself seriously. I'm not fucking joking. Um, that looks even worse. Oh my lord, I was better with the toy camera. Not gonna lie. Let's do scan lines because sometimes scan lines can be on arcade games. Anyways, hope you could. Hello, everybody. This is Rock and Girl here. Today is our Pride fucking stream, and I already forgot to put it in the description. Great. Don't worry, I'll fix that right now. I know, these streams tend to be so last minute, but it's usually not my fault, you know? And I was originally gonna do my daily workout thing, but that didn't work out well, you know. Anyways, it's just been one of those days, okay? Where you're just grouchy all day because of shit going on in the world and you can't. You're just like, fuck it, kind of thing, you get what I mean? I feel like there's people out there that understands what I mean. Alright, there you go, there is the link. Go to that fundraiser, people. I'll probably edit the description later. Oh wait, I can just do it here. Month charity link. There you go. There you go, peoples. Alright. So we're starting off with Arcade Spirits. And I'm gonna quickly share the live stream as well. And guys, I finally fixed it where it's in the description. So feel free to check it out. Database system online. New profile detected. Analyzing. Actually, let's close it. New profile number 237771. Economic bracket, lower middle. Employment category, bleak. Current emotional health rating, low. Wow, way to put me out in the freaking open like that, Jesus. Alright, hold on. Wait, no, not that one. Boop. Alright. Ideal candidate for premium level assistance. Proceed. Negative. Premium level assistance we requested. Proceed. Negative. Pretty please. Negative. Overriding denial of assistance established premium system for services for file number 237771. Justification, hope. Hope should be rewarded. Spirit must be restored. Now compiling personal metadata. Oh wow, I get to select who I get to be. Nice! This is actually what I wanted. Yeah. Okay. Next. Alright. Let's change my name first off. Paste. Hashtag. What a lot of my classmates probably don't know, which is going to be ironic, is I don't know if anybody remembers, but there are some people that would be like, "Oh my God, you seem lesbian," and then the people will be like, "No, she's straight," and like I've always told people nowadays, well, joke's on you, I'm actually bi. I just find it funny every freaking time because you never fucking know who people are until you taught them. You get what I mean? Okay, I'm only giving you this much of a hint, people, because I don't want anyone else to freaking say much. Okay, I have very dark brown hair, to be honest. Eye color somewhere between a very grayish blue. So probably like that. Yep. Clothing color. Okay. I would not mind a fucking dark purple hoodie, because dark purple hoodies are actually my favorite color aside from black. Not gonna lie. Yes, I got long hair. Thank you for choosing the right one. Yes, I want to use the pronouns she. Okay, I'm done editing. Selena M. Profile she. Is this correct? Yes, that's correct. Premium level assistance for profile 237771. Selena M. must be activated for the sake of her hope and dreams. What? That sounded so fucking dark. Are you saying I do not have hope and dreams? How dare you? How dare you? How dare you? Honestly, how dare you? Oh my god. Okay. Fiction Factory Games. I actually would love to make a game like this. One day. One day. Once I get down to figuring out how to work with hold on. Sorry. It's the future year 2020X. 20XX, a dark era in which mankind is pushed to the brink of catastrophe. 2020 will be to the human race plagued by evil, terrifying, utterly sinister. I don't know. Robots, maybe. Evil robots. How's that word? Yeah, no, sorry. The future year 20XX is pretty much what you'd expect it to be. No flying cars, smartphones, pro gamer celebrities, internet trolls, personal assistant AI, cheese-flavored snack foods. But even with such wonders as 20XX holds, sorry, to date I've had no part in any of them. I've worked as a dishwasher, a shoe salesperson, and a lifeguard for the local community pool. I don't care what era of human history you live in, kiddies peeing in the pool is pretty much a constant thing. Trust me on this. As for the bustling metropolis of 24-hour neon utopia you see here, my little corner of it isn't nearly as shiny and cool. Let me show you. Behold, my quaint little apartment. Can't complain, really. It's paradise in relative sense. I only pay half the rent. Neighbor stabbings have been down this year. Also, my roomie picks up any stray socks or shirts I leave lying around. In fact, as things go, I'm living large compared to most in the family tree. Or at least I was before today. You got fired from another job? Seriously? Selena, there's 3 jobs since we've left the suburbs. The horrified looking young woman there would be my roommate and childhood friend Jennifer. Oh my god, not gonna lie, she looks cute! Jennifer's the one who spearheaded this effort to co-rent an apartment. She also the one who urges me whenever I lose a job. Like, today. I don't get why you aren't upset about this. I'm upset. I'm upset on your behalf. Come on, share the load a little, okay? Pool's closed, Jennifer. Pool's closed, Jennifer. Not much I can do about that. Why get upset? Because you actually enjoyed that job more than you enjoyed dishwashing, soap, and smelly socks at the very least. I'm not the complaining sort. These things just happen. Things fall apart. The center does not hold. That's a bit morbidly poetic, isn't it? No, I mean the community center literally fell apart and the pool won't hold water anymore. Whatever, I'll just get another job, and another job will do as long as we can make the rent, right? Wrong. I saw how mopey and tired you were. Coming home every night from those other crappy jobs. At least when you got back from the pool each day, I sometimes caught you smiling. What's the point of us moving away from home if not to get away from all of that? I mean, we both left that town so we could try to find happiness, right? I just want us to be happy, both of us. I thought you hated your job. No deflecting. This is about you. My mind's made up. We're going to find a job that's just as good, if not better, than the lifeguarding job. Let's start from the top. What's in your dream? Well, I'm standing in front of class to give a speech, and I forget to put my pants on. And your dream job! Oh. I don't know, Jennifer. I never really given it any serious thought. Oh, hey! I think I've got just the thing to help you out. It's a virtual life coach app. Mine keeps me from being late to meetings. Totally free, too. My cousin introduced it to me. Wasn't he the guy who ended up in the ER after making a homemade flamethrower? It would have worked if he got the fuel mixture in his water gun right. Anyway, I'm sending a copy to you now. I got a pop-up an hour ago offering me 500 points just for recommending it to a friend. Great timing, huh? Well, as long as you're earning points, I guess. At least give it a try, okay? Maybe it can point you at some good job. Ones with less socks and or urine. I'll think about it. Okay. But don't think too long, right? In the end, I installed the app. Couldn't bear to see Jennifer fretting over me like that. Not that I find it annoying. I mean, it's more that she has enough trouble in her life without troubling herself over my life. Both of us had it rough, up to and through the point where we left home to try and start a new life, a better one. She deserves better than me and my problems. Bless her heart, she means well. She's been firmly in my corner for all my life, the two of us, against any dark forces aligned against me. But that's not to say she's good at being my advocate. Enthusiastic, yes, but skilled, no. Typically, the fantastic opportunities and self-help resources she sends my way are pyramid schemes or something. She's gung-ho about ending me a helping hand, but yeah. So the main reason I went ahead and installed the app was to make sure Jennifer wasn't about to give her kidney sold on the black market or something. Still, no sense in messing around with it now. A good night's rest would act as a neat little emotional reset button, right? Right? Very true. It would be a good... No dreams, no nightmares, just 8 hours of sweet, sweet black. By the time morning light leaked in through the cracks in the blinds, I didn't care anymore about being unemployed again. Jennifer had already left to catch a bus to her office. She typically leaves before dawn, but she'd left a note for me pinned to the fridge we shared. Remember, download the app, find dream job, make money, sort your life out. I believe in you. So, moment of truth. Do I trust in Jennifer's weird little app or just go find some job that pays well enough to cover the bills? Give the weird little app. Okay. Hello. Huh? Okay, see, that's what I mean. Anybody else would freak out over a cute girl climbing over their phone, and me, I went, huh? Also, it's one of those new kind of 3D screens, so you know, not actually magical realism here, very normal in the distant future year 20XX. Thank you for downloading Iris, your personal life coach. This is the ad-supported free version, sponsored by Pizza Yums. Did you know that when you have pizza on the bagel, you can have pizza anytime? Wow, would you like to subscribe to Pizza Facts? No thanks. Thank you for subscribing to Pizza Facts. But I'm here to help you to get your dream job, your dream house, and your dream partner. I'm here to make all your dreams come true. Pretty tall order for an app to do. Or are you some sort of wish-granting genie? Well, I suppose in the modern clients, massively interconnected database search and virtual assistant could be considered a kind of genie in a bottle. But honestly, all I can do is give you the chance to improve your life. What you do with it is up to you. I can cross-reference search data for you, but without motivation, you won't get anywhere. Motivation is something I have a ton of, honest. That's super! I'm really looking forward to working with you. Before we begin, do you have any questions? Sure. Why should I use this app at all? I mean, my phone already has a voice-activated assistant AI. I could just say, hey phone, search the web for job listings, and it would work just as well. Ah, but I have an advanced emotional language interpreter. I'm smarter than the average program with more heart. I can help you sort your life out by announcing your personality and finding you a perfect path in life. All thanks to my glorious, wondrous, patent-pending, super-duper identity identifier system. But between you and me, there really wanted an acronym that matched my name, but I couldn't figure out what to do with the letter R. Would you like to know more? Sure, give me Soapit. Every time you think about saying something, I can tag it with an identity. That way, you can be the sort of person you want to be. This system allows me to better understand who you are and what you need from life. I do this by analyzing your tone, inflection, and word choice. I can spot 5 different identifiers in your responses to people: quirky, steady, kindly, gutsy, and basically. Sounds to me like your programming always wanted a bunch of things ending in Y. That's correct. My branding game is on point. Quirky responses use jokes, snark, and sarcasm to make light of a situation. Just the thing for picking up someone's spirits, but a badly timed joke may not win over the room. Steady responses are sincere, honest, and logical. When you stop and think before speaking, you're on steady ground. But that might not take someone's feelings into account. Kindly responses are compassionate and empathetic and gentle in nature. They are careful with the feelings of others, but they're sometimes a bit wishy-washy as a result. Gutsy responses go with your gut. When you're brash, bold, risk-taking, and instinctive, you're gutsy. But it also means being blunt, confrontational, and aggressive, so be careful. Lastly, you can always take a basic option. It's balanced, neutral response, safely moving the conversation along while learning more and digging deeper. Over time, I'll build up a personality profile for you based on the identifiers detected in your speech. Maybe you'll be predominantly quirky, generally steady, a mix of both. Who knows? It's up to you. So what you're saying is I should always try to crack jokes or be super gutsy. Oh, and never speak basically. I mean, being basic's bad, right? It sounds bad. Heck no. They're all useful in the right context. There are no bad choices, considering what you could say and go what feels right in the moment. Don't limit yourself. Sure, you can gamify your personality, but it's more fun to let it happen naturally, you know? Just be you. Now let's see, my patent pending identity identifier system in action. How do you feel about dad jokes? Hi jokes, I'm dad. Hi jokes, I'm dad. Seriously? Seriously? Hey, I never said I was good at dad jokes, just that I could go for them. So now that's in the identify indicators in action. Do you want to see the indicators like that so you can make an informed decision? If not, I can hide the indicators, keep it a surprise. That way, it doesn't influence your decision making. It's up to you. I like to see you. Okay, you'd like to see the indicators in all of their glorious color. What if I'm colorblind? That's why there's always uniquely shaped icons. Don't worry, I got your back. Anyways, as we go along, I'll analyze and tally your identifiers. In fact, let me show you now. Will you look at that? Such a strong personality. You asked me a single question. Off to a great start, I say. And hang on, you're scoring me? Didn't you say not to gamify my personality? Hey, I said you shouldn't. I'm an app. I think in numbers. So I gotta gamify it a little. Anyway, studies show the achievements or Chivos are the, as the kids say, that encourage app engagement. Okay, well with the empty space on the left. Oh, I also track vocal responses from people you meet. Once you get to know some folks, I'll let you know how well you are getting along with them over there. Relationship score, wonderful. So, will you always tell me what the correct response is to avoid making enemies, or do I need to go find a walkthrough for the vast game you're making of my daily life? Selena, you're looking at this the wrong way. Generally, people won't get super annoyed at you unless you deliberately or repeatedly provoke them, and it'll be obvious when you're doing that. I promise you that if you bungle a few social encounters, it won't really hurt anything. No cheating needed. Just relax and have fun. You can access your scorecard anytime you like with the R1 button. And that's everything. Ta-da! Okay, but how is any of that supposed to help me get a job? I only downloaded this app because my roomie claims you're a great life coach for the unemployed. What good will taking the quiz off the back of a supermarket checkout rack magazine do with that? Why, it'll help me understand your spirit, of course. You can talk to ghosts. Is there a ghost in the room right now? Am I a ghost? You have to tell me if I'm a ghost. That's a rule. No, silly. I mean your spirit. Your hopes and dreams, your life's passions. I can even help you find romance. Romance? Seriously? Seriously! Often you find your soulmate and your dream job in the same place. But if you'd rather focus on a gainful employment for now, that's fine too. Workplace dating. Well, that's a recipe for disaster. And hitting on coworkers right from day one can be kinda awkward. Or am I looking for love and ready to start right off the gate? Never get a second chance to make a first impression. If I meet the right person, why put it off? How do I want to handle this new opportunity? Right now, I'd rather focus on finding a career. Any sweet loving can come later, if I feel like it. That's fine. I'm sure as you get to know people better, romance will eventually bloom. Or not. It's up to you, really. Now let's get started. To finally analyze your personal history, please authorize me to read your social media feeds and personal info metadata. Aha! I knew it! This is some kind of scam. I'm going to wake up in a bathtub ice missing a kidney. Sure, I can help you register as an organ donor. Oh, you are being sarcastic. Sorry, I haven't quite finished analyzing your personality. I couldn't tell. Really? Relax. I wouldn't share your info with any third parties. That is strictly so I can find your dream job. Am I authorized? Yeah, go ahead. Analyzing. Analyzing. Please enjoy this recorded music. So, do I just stand here or... Thank you for waiting. I've identified your dream job and arranged an interview 30 minutes from now. Please put on some nice clothes, nicer than those. Please, I don't think that's too much to ask. What? For your interview, silly, you want to look your best, but we just... Okay, how did you land my dream job in 20 seconds flat? Simple. I'm awesome like that. Now get a move on. Tut tut, you need to catch the bus 8:20 a.m. bus. And that's 9 minutes from that away. Well, this is happening. But I do have a chance to get off of this runaway train. Nobody says I have to obey my new digital fairy godmother. I could delete the app and go find a real job. That would be the safest option. I could. A normal person, but me, it's okay. But well, when I was young, turns out I was right to have faith in my spirit. Oh, Okay. The bus dropped me off, oddly enough, not very far from Jennifer's office building. Although my destination isn't nearly as upscale as that. This is, well, it's a strip mall. Strip malls are relics of 19XX places where random assortments of weird little businesses jam as many of themselves into a type of a place as possible. For instance, I'm seeing a dentist, a used bookstore, an arcade, a fast food joint, a boarded up health spa once called Latte and Enemas, which sounds, what do you think? I think that's two things no human being should ever combine. No, I mean about your future place of work. I'm desperately hoping we're not talking about the same thing. Which one of these businesses exactly am I working at? I don't know anything about oral hygiene or old books, and I'd rather not be a fry cook. The one in the middle, silly. What? Behind the arcade? It is the arcade. Huh? Trust me on this. I reference and cross-reference and cross-reference your personality details, personal history, and social media connections. This is your dream job. My dream job? Really? With 99.97% actually, yes. I should probably explain my confusion. Arcades are a big business in the entertainment sector. Pro gamers are celebs. Five-star arcades are social hotspots. It's always been popular with the mainstream. But well, restaurants are popular too, right? And for anybody who opens one hoping to be the next Iron Chef, a dozen more shut down in failure. Arcade competition is fierce. Paydays rank from peanuts to gold, and sure, those who can make it can secure fame and fortune, but those who don't, well, no wonder Iris sees this as a dream job. Video games weren't always as popular though. I read an interesting article about it once. Back in the year 1980X, we narrowly avoided a serious industry crash, which would have left video games as a kid's toy fad like hula hoops, no mainstream acceptance. For instance, one of the factors could have been a terrible game based on a kid's movie about a cute alien visitor who wanted to phone home. If the game was completely poop butts, like poop from a butt, and massively overproduced, it ruined video games for years. Fortunately, cooler heads prevailed. That game was delayed until it could be developed properly, and the crash was averted. The crisis only exists in theory now. Sometimes I wonder what it'd be like for people in the darkest timeline where everything went wrong. Are gamers considered nerds and outcasts? Are arcades vanishing points of nostalgia? The mind boggles. But make no mistake, as popular they are, the arcade industry is a dodgy, risky prospect for a job. Plenty make a run at it only to come up short. Considering Iris was tasked with getting me a job I'd enjoy and could keep for more than a few months, this left me a bit confused. Iris, this isn't me saying no. It's an interesting prospect, but I mean, are you sure about this? You said you're 99% sure. 99.97% sure. Wouldn't this be like my lifeguard job though? Satisfying and short-lived? This arcade doesn't exactly look like a 5-star. It's no Deco's Palace, that's for sure. And to be perfectly honest, I haven't set foot inside an arcade in 15 years. Huh, I remember really enjoying arcades when I was a kid. I wonder why I stopped going to them. Iris interrupts that thought, eager to show off her homework. Trust me, when I said I was 99.99% sure, I meant it. That's not some arbitrary number. I'm designed to be a bit silly and whimsical, but my math is deadly serious. My coders made me to be the warm, personable, of a database array that currently laser targeted on getting you exactly what you need, right here, right now. And when this place inevitably collapses and I lose my dream job, what makes you think that's going to happen? Because it does. It always does. I don't think your database accounts for my family curse. We've always had to. I don't know. Compromise. Settle because things rarely work out. You always had to be ready for the worst. It's why I take things in stride these days. Does that mean you shouldn't even try? I open my mouth to protest and then close it. As often as my life tends to crumble out from under me, it's not like she was wrong. I still had to try. And besides, what is my dream anyway? That's the air conditioning hits me like a cool breeze. I breathe one smelling of copper and corn chips. As it's early in the morning on a weekday, it's not too packed with gamers. Although it's so packed with games, I'd probably have a hard time finding anyone anyway. At once I'm stuck, but something odd. Something odd. I actually recognize most of these games. Neat! Considering I haven't walked into an arcade in over a decade, that probably not great. Lots of vintage stuff here from the looks of it, like really old. Although I don't recognize that game with the stage lights and things. Maybe it's karaoke or dancing. A Japanese import? Yes. Checking! That should be Showtime Stage, a collaboration of Nihon Heavy Industry Concern and Hubris Records in Germany. It's won a lot of awards. Huh. I recognize most of these. Whoa, is that seriously a Mr. Mopey Magic Maze? But the one in the middle with the split screen is new to me. Fists of Discomfort, a hybrid real-time strategy and brawler beat 'em up. It's actually not that new. It's been a staple of the esports scene for the last 8 years. Two genres I was utterly lousy at last time I checked. And over here is an old lady. Sorry ma'am, I was just talking to myself and had an overwhelming urge to complete my sentences. Thankfully, I don't think she even registered me calling her old. She looks up from her knitting and sits either behind the ticket prize redemption desk and offers a wrinkly smile.
Hello there.
Well, hello there. Always nice to meet someone new in the Funplex. The what? Francine's Arcade Funplex. Didn't you see the sign out front, dear? Well, I chose to knock off the first two words when they got knocked off the building during the storm of 1980X. 80-something. Now it's just the Funplex, I suppose. So how can I help you, dear? You've been in business? The storm of 1980-something? I wasn't technically alive for that, but I heard it was pretty awful. Oh, we've endured many and nor'easter around these parts. You get used to it. My little arcade stood at the test of time and weathered all elements. We've actually been around since 1970-something, back when the games were in black and white and pinball was all the rage. Oh, how times change. But I thought the arcade business was high risk. Not when you hire good people with love in their hearts. Actually, are you here looking for work perchance? I'm certainly classified as job seeking, yes. Oh, thank goodness. I've been hoping someone would reply to that ad I posted on the webs. Please call me Francine, as in Francine's Arcade Funplex. Get it? Actually, Think about it. I suppose we're originally Frederick's Arcade Funplex, named after my dear departed husband. Sadly, he died peacefully in bed some years ago. I'm sorry to hear that. Oh, don't be. He died doing what he loved, having intensely physical relations with me. That's information I needed to know, yes. And you are? Yes, Selena M, ma'am. Very well. We retired to the office to conduct your interview. I'd carry on out here, but it's rather noisy, isn't it? Yeah, about that. How do you deal with the constant noise anyway? Oh, eventually you just sort of learn how to filter out all the beeps and boops. It can take weeks to become accumulated, I've found, but in the end, done. She quirks an eyebrow. Well now, that's faster than the others. Not bad. So, shall we see what you're made of, hmm? This way, please. Francine leads me down a back hallway past public restrooms into a door marked employees only. It takes all my restraint not to point out the extraneous apostrophe. Welcome to our little backstage oasis. I'd suggest we do this in Gavin's office, but it's a bit too untidy. I don't blame the boy. He's been so overworked lately. Please have a seat. We'll begin. As quirky as this place and its owner may be, at least I'm confident that I can nail the interview portion of the proceedings. I've interviewed for a dozen jobs and held down 3. I know all the standard questions. What are your greatest strengths? What do you see as your weaknesses? Once I even had to describe how to assemble a Lego set to prove my communication skills. Considering I ended up washing dishes, I'm not sure why, but the point is I'm confident, prepared, ready. If you were a dinosaur, what dinosaur would you be? Well, yeah. If you were a dinosaur, what dinosaur would you be? Right, okay, maybe this wouldn't be a typical job interview after all. No problem, go with the flow. Let's do this. A pterodactyl. I've always wanted to be a bird, so... Wait, no. Oh, all dinosaurs are basically birds. Let me rephrase. I've always wanted to be a flying bird. So pterodactyl, swooping around, catching up drafts, staying way away from meat eaters. Really? How interesting. Even if technically speaking, pterodactyls aren't dinosaurs. What's your favorite snack? Snack? If there was a favorite food question, I'd have to do this easy. It's tacos. Always tacos. The snacks.
Pizza on a bagel.
Pizza bagels. Say pizza bagels. When pizza is on a bagel, you can have shush. Come on now, dear. I don't have all day. Tacos and only tacos. There's no other sustenance. I can see you are a person that knows exactly what they want and how to get it. You know what they say, you are what you eat. Next question. Nothing unprepared. Odd. Next. What assets can you bring to the team during the inevitable zombie apocalypse? Engineering, I can make stuff. Medicinal, definitely. In a world without lawyers, I'm sure I can do a reasonable job. But seriously, I did have to take a first aid class when I worked at previous jobs in CPR lessons. That's a great point. Doctors and nurses will all be exposed to assorted patient 0 and will be the ones eaten. People with any medical knowledge will be in high demand. It could be the difference between your party living and dying slowly and painfully. One more thing. Why are you here? I told you I came about the job interview. You're seeking a job too, but that doesn't really answer my question, does it? No doubt you think my interview questions are a bit silly, but I think of the Funplex as more than a collection of tasks and people to perform those tasks. Most folks my age opening arcades at that time say it's just another way of making a quick buck, but, well, I saw it as something else, something more than a large way to make a large pile of quarters. And I expect you to find the others working here see it as something more too. Everyone has a dream they're chasing, dearie, and for my friends, it lies within the Funplex. Now, if all you want is a paycheck, I can provide it. But the last fellow in your position, that's all he wanted, and he didn't last long. So I ask you again, why are you here? To be honest. Understand I'm not whining or looking for pity, but my life has been a complete mess for over a decade. In and out of jobs, taking what I can get, settling, compromising. I gave up on hoping for something better a long time ago. But well, the people in my life who are close to me keep encouraging me to try to chase my dreams. That's why I'm here. I'm looking for the answer to my question. But I wouldn't be daydreaming all the time, I promise. In my last job, I was lifeguard. That takes a lot of focus. I'll be just as attentive in helping you or your Funplex. That perks her attention. Oh my, a rather serious occupation that. An unusual step from such troubled waters to a land of make-believe. You enjoyed this role as a lifeguard, I take it? Yes, ma'am. My roommate says she often noticed me smiling after coming home from work, which makes Francine smile in turn. I can't say I can offer a role with such high stakes, but you'd be surprised at the many ways one can save a life, even here. Very well. I'm satisfied. Let's get you to work. Easy at that. Oh. Welcome to your new position, Luna. In here and helping people redeem tickets for valuable prizes. Well, for prizes at any rate. It's such a relief. I'd really been stretching myself thin lately, trying to fill in since the position was vacated. If you don't mind me asking, ma'am, why did the last guy who sat here end up quitting? Something about being so bored out of his mind that he felt like jamming one of those 500 ticket plush dolls down someone's throat. Poor dear, he just wasn't cut out for this line of work. Grandson or no, I've no patience for such nonsense. I'm sorry, the last person who worked this desk was your grandson? Anyway, Gavin should be by soon. He'll handle paperwork and all the administrative nonsense. Now, if you don't mind, all this talking's tired me out some. I'll be in the back office if you need me. Aw, she's sweet. Okay then. I adjusted my seating on the semi-comfortable stool leaning against the desk beneath me. A wide array of cheap junk awaited my attention. I could have lost hope then. Sorry. Any minute now. Oh. I crave the sweet embrace of death. Wow, he seems stuck up. Yep. Hold on a minute. Who are you exactly? What are you doing behind that desk? Where's Francine? It's me. Hello, I'm Anna M, your new hire. I'm looking forward to working with you.
Good to hear.
It's about time. I was wondering how long she'd have to work the desk. She's got gusto for an octogenarian and loves working the floor, but sitting here all day handing out toys and dealing with problems wears her down. So, she explained the job to you, gave you the papers to sign. She said Gavin would handle that stuff. That would be me. I'm Gavin Nakoba. I'm the business manager here at the Funplex. I make sure we manage to keep having a business rather than a pile of rapidly collapsing fiscal mistakes. Right, so as you've no doubt guessed, you'll be exchanging tickets for prizes, but that's the least part of your job. There's more to it than that? You're the floor attendant. You attend to the floor. What, the carpets?
Seriously?
The floor. The arcade, the games, the patrons. You're the one running around, putting out fires, sorting out problems. Technically, you're our second floor attendant. Ashley will be in here later. But we need two. One to roam, one to operate the desk. I do it myself, but I'm typically busy in the back office, making sure the whole thing doesn't fall to bankruptcy. That's why Francine loved filling in. She is a people person. She loves helping out in a pinch. I am not a people person, as you've likely gathered. That's not to say you're alone out here. I'm in your corner at least. If things go south, you tap for my advice on what to do. You got a phone? Of course. You ever worked a high pressure customer service job before? Shoe sales. Smelly socks. You have no idea. Right. Well, you know how to keep your head when a customer doesn't, I hope. But anything goes sideways, you text me. I'm not around. You text Ashley or Naomi. In that order. Who and who? You'll meet them soon enough.
I think not.
Above all, do not bug Francine. She's practically retired. Let her enjoy that retirement in peace. Comprendo? It's not my first explosive ordnance test. I've worked retail and food services, and I've worked as a lifeguard at a pool. Managing stress and difficult situations, even life or death ones, is something I've got experience in. You can rely on me.
Indeed.
Good, I like to hear that. If you can handle yourself and exercise good judgment, you'll last a hell of a lot longer than the last guy who sat here. If you stay clear and honest with me, do your work, do it well, we'll get it along swimmingly. I have enough problems keeping this magical arc of hopes and wishes afloat. Please don't add to my problems. Magical art of what? Now?
I take it Francine
I
told you
take it Francine told you
that
her
this is more
theory.
than just a job.
That there is more than
More
just a
than just an
job,
arcade.
more just an arcade. That's my understanding.
I'm not into
I'm not
dressing
into
up
dressing
words.
up
I
words.
like to
I like
speak
to
plain.
speak
If
plain.
I'm Kurt,
If I'm
then that's
Kurt,
because
then that's
optimization is a
because
factor of my job.
optimization is a factor of my job.
Everybody working here
Everybody working here
wants
wants to work here.
This
This
is
is
where
where
they
they
belong.
belong for one reason or another.
Me,
Me, I love chaos. I
I
love
love wrangling chaos.
wrangling chaos
The arcade
specifically.
industry is high
The
risk,
arcade
high
industry
reward.
is high risk, high
I manage
reward.
that risk so that
I
they can also
imagine
find
that
happiness in
risk
their lives.
so that they can always find happiness in their lives.
Everybody in this business has a dream.
Everybody in this business has a dream they're chasing. It's a fragile thing, prone to get crushed by hard reality. My job is to see that to it that never happens. That includes Francine, who deserves better in her twilight years than desperately propping up a semi-failing business. So you find some value in this place beyond your salary or you'll burn out. Trust me. Last guy to sit here burned out hard. Now I can trust you to mesh with our merry misfits. To be honest, I'm still sorting out why I'm here, what my dream is. But I'm not here to step on anyone else's dream in the process. I'm here to do my best at supporting others. Everyone. Good to hear. I say we share some more views then. It'd be a pleasure to work with someone who's actually enthusiastic and competent. And hopefully this hive of weirdness will help you find your dreams along the way. Anyways, I need to go prepare your paperwork. Technically, you shouldn't be working until we've crossed the I's and dotted the T's, but since I'm already sitting here, you'd rather I stick already. That would be accurate if you're willing to fudge things a bit and work today anyway. It'd help us out a lot. Now, if you don't mind, Naomi likely could use a hand in the workshop. A good opportunity to introduce yourself as well. Got it. Wait, someone else is here? I haven't seen anyone else. Yes, that sounds like Naomi. Her workshop's through that door there, the one next to the UFO catcher, the crane game aimed to use layman's term. Satisfied for now, Gabe and heads in the back, presumably to the office to go crunch some numbers. If Francine's really taking a nap back there, hopefully he's going to crunch quietly. In hindsight, I wouldn't call Gavin stuck up, I suppose. Honestly, I'm not sure what to make of him. He was blunt like a he spoke bad, sure, but he seems to get Francine's ideals. Anyway, I should go meet my new co-worker, this Naomi that he mentioned. Although I could swear Francine and I were the only ones here until now. A double door, always marked, leads from the door. Turn the handle and steps inside. In a little room tucked away between the back office and the funplex front, I find what is very likely this Naomi, spoken only of in myth and legend. A girl about my age, but certainly not my height, is tinkering around on what looks like an old tube-style monitor. Huh, didn't realize they had so many circuits. She doesn't notice me when I come in, too busy soldering a capacitor into place. The lingering smell of melting metals fills the air of the poorly ventilated workshop. Excuse me, for the lack of a better way to interrupt her. I was worried no matter what I did, she might, I don't know, burn her hands or jump so high she hit the ceiling or something. Fortunately, the shock's not quite that intense. Hello.
Hey, you know,
Uh,
this
you,
forum
No, this room is for employees only, she said with no apostrophe. Are you lost? Do you need something? I'm Selena M. I'm the new floor attendant starting today. Oh! Hi! I didn't realize Francine already found someone. I guess I forgot to check my text. Oops! There's a girl out there! Oh my god! She spares a glance at her phone on the nearby workbench where a huge stack of green notification messages lie in wait. One thing comes to mind on actually seeing her. Don't worry, I didn't notice her until now. She was totally focused on the task at hand. Anyway, I'm Naomi Fairchild, the Funplex techie. Hi, pleased to meet you. I was expecting Gavin though. He usually checks up on me about now. He's busy doing strange things with numbers. Ugh, yeah, that sounds like Gavin. I take it he sent you along to help. Great. Great! Ah, give me a hand with this monitor. It's really heavy. I'm still paranoid about dropping it after what happened last time. Really? What happened last time? Well, I dropped it. Oh, right. Right. Halloween. It's my first time seeing. I'll admit, I don't know much of anything about how arcade games tick. I figured it was packed full of circuits and things. Naomi keeps working, using the pocket millimeter to check various things as you speak. It could be packed in tighter, like a bar top or a cocktail cap. I'd say uprights favor full arm over functionality. I mean, compared American and Japanese cabinets, ours are designed for standing players, so they have to be upright, even if that means an empty base. Japanese candy cabs are shorter, so you play sitting down. But I prefer American style. Ours have more room for art. Yeah. Itchy air, I gotta love that. There's a genuine joy in that smell, not just as a job well done, but looking at the whole thing, like it's a fine sculpture. Ooh, I love the classic Midway style. Look at those sharp angles, the side art decals, the bold font on the marquee, the bezel artwork, the what on the what and the what artwork. The strip across the top with the game title, that's the marquee. The artwork that wraps around the monitor, that's the bezel. I mean, you see it too, right? How beautiful and cohesive it all is, working in harmony to get this game its own unique feel, its own experience. As for me, well, I agree. It was made to be the one whole thing, the art, the style, and of course the game itself, all of it part of the same experience. Everything about this game is the game. If you run it in an emulator or on a game console instead, it's made lesser. Yes, I guess I can see it. It's beautiful in its own way. Oh, good! Naomi lights up with joy like a pinball machine, all twinkly and shiny. Finally, so few people really understand the beauty of a classic arcade game. Having someone I can talk to about this stuff is going to be great. Especially with that jerk Gavin running the numbers. Gavin? What's wrong with Gavin? Okay, well, don't get me wrong, I can get along with him generally, but his whole attitude is just... ugh. All he really cares about is money. He keeps the arcade running, yeah, but I just know if he had his way, he'd gut the whole place. If anybody's gonna ruin the funplex, it's him. Mark my words, it's inevitable. That doesn't sound right. He seemed easy enough to get along with, and what's more, Gavin gave me that whole speech about protecting their dreams. This looks like a pretty sore point here, a long-standing argument that the new gal really shouldn't get involved with. Yet I'm involved, aren't I? I have to work with both Naomi and Gavin, so I'm not sure I should prod at it, but I'm kinda want to too. I get this is touchy, but if I'm gonna work here, I think we should all be honest with each other. No gossiping. So I gotta know, why do you think Gavin wants to destroy the arcade? He buys into Francine's idea that this is a place for dreams. He says he does, but he's willing to sacrifice way too much just to keep the whole thing afloat. Road to hell, best intentions, etc. If he had his way, this place would be Delco's palace, nothing but ticket games and prize catchers. He thinks actual video games are too expensive, a waste of floor space. I bet he'd remove them all if he had his way. I just don't trust him. I don't trust him to do the right thing. But that's my problem, not yours. Sorry to drop gossip on your head like that. Thanks for hearing me out anyway. Right, let's get back to work, shall we? Now for the less fun stuff part. You seem strong, strapping kind of gal. Well, a strong gal, at least. Well, you're a gal, that's enough. I'm semi-insulted then. Okay, let's get to it. Right, a little to the left now. I left, you're right, careful. Now forward. Right. Correct! I mean, not to turn to right. Keep it coming, and there! Carefully tip it into place. Victory! Okay, glad to be done with that one. I swear, I've been working on that monitor for ages. Those tubes are finicky as heck, and I'm still not totally satisfied with the fly eye back. But thanks for helping me out, Selena. I think you're going to do just great here. Happy to handle. Whoa! Oh right, stomach. Oh right, stomach ground. Food required. Except I wasn't expecting to actually be working today. I've got to pack for lunch. Now I'm just talking here, but if you had pizza on a bagel, shh. Hey, so any good restaurants in walking distance? I think that bookstore next door sells donuts and stuff, but... Oh, no, not really, unfortunately. I mean, there's a cheapo Wub Sub sandwich place, but even that stuff is super tasty. You don't want to go there. You need to eat healthy. Hey, I know. Wait, eat right here. And she's off, scurrying back to her hidey hole. And she's back scurrying in from her hidey hole. Lunchtime! Here you go. It's a bento box. I learned how to make them from my mom. We learned from her mom, back when they lived in Japan. Rice and pickles and all sorts of good healthy things. Wait, you're giving me your lunch? Sure, why not? What do you have for lunch then? Oh, I can get some nachos from the vending machine and go hit the whole store next door. I've got a book delivery to pick up anyway. But you said eating healthy was important. Th- See you after lunch! Oh. Well then. Who the heck are you? Rude, this floofy monster has feelings too. Wait, you aren't my doom? Who? Oh, hey, you're human. That's an improvement, I think. Hey, so, I'm sorry if I traumatize you. Really? Can we start over, maybe? I'm Ashley. And I'm Selena. I'm always I'm also Pinky, the Funplex Flamingo. It's my secret yet not so secret identity. What the Funplex what now? Did you sneak into the employees section just to get my autograph? Me? No. Oh, I thought you had recognized Pinky from all the signs around the arcade. Pinky is mascot of the Funplex after all. Oh no, that's not what I meant at all. I mean, I work here. You work here? Since when? Today, this morning to be specific. Oh, awesome! Welcome to Funplex. I mean, it would have been way cooler if you were just an armored with the chibi flamingo creature plastered on every wall that you had to know more. You could have stealthily maneuvered your way through all the games, sliding right on up to the employees only door. But how did you get the door code? Of course! You would have placed a password on a piece of paper that fell from Gavin's pocket. You searched your heart and decided that 4-digit number had to be the intel you needed. Next, you needed to lie in wait for the opportune moment to punch in that secret code justify me. Oh, how would have you snuck out, I wonder? I couldn't have helped. But for a price. Oh. Oops! Sometimes I get swept up in a good story. I mean, I gotta find some way to make this job more interesting. Is it really that dull here? No, not really. I just crave a different kind of excitement than beeps and boops, screaming children and broken machines. You aren't really painting the best picture here. Ah, geez, I don't mean to be a downer. I just want to move up in the world. I've got things to accomplish, dreams to fulfill, cosplay to make. Cosplay? Yeah, you know, like dressing up as your favorite video game character or video game or TV character. I love it. I'm so empowering to be able to make your own costume and wear it proudly. Even better when people recognize what character you are. Empowering? Really? Definitely. You want to try? Got a favorite game character? I can help you make your first cosplay if you want. In fact, I made it this one. So Pinky is your creation. Intentionally? Yeah, it looks pretty good for my first mascot cosplay, doesn't it? I don't know heads and tails. Yep, that's legit me. Ah, thanks! It's nice when hard work is appreciated. I wear it around the Funplex to liven up the crowds, get people pumped to play some genres, and the kids seem to adore it. That makes sense. Although the arcade has been completely dead so far, no crowds to pump and kids to be adored by. Hey, secret between you and me? I did some repairs on Pinky overnight. I had to re-stitch the left arm, and I was giving her an old test drive to make sure it doesn't fall off. Huh, limbs falling off seems bad. Oh, it was. Yesterday I was dancing with a little girl, must have been like 5, 6 years max. Anyways, we were next to Showtime stage when she tugged on my arm, and whoosh! Off came the arm. The girl instantly started bawling. Well, at least you are consistently scaring people and it's not just me. Hey now! I don't want that to happen again. I feel so bad. But enough about that. About me, what about you? So you're Carl's replacement? I guess so. I'm the new floor attendant. I attend to the floor. The floor is a thing I'm attending to when I'm not going into cardiac arrest. At least you're funnier than Carl, that's for sure. I can't wait to go home and see Jennifer. Tell Jennifer I have a sense of humor. She'll be so proud. I assume you've already met Francine, but have you had a chance to meet Gavin and Naomi yet? Yeah, I met them already, although it seems like they aren't too keen on each other. Right? Right. I wish they would hurry up and make out already. Yeah. Wait! What? Seriously? So, are they going out? Haha, nope. But they always bicker like an old married couple. It's a classic anime cliche. The ones who fight always ends up together. Mark my words, Selena. Consider them marked. Beep beep, beep beep, Selena. What's that sound? Drat, I set an alarm for when my lunch break was over. Time to get back to the grindstone. I didn't even get a chance to eat. That's no good. Lena needs her calories. You eat up. I'll go watch the floor. In fact, how about I take over the ticket desk for the next shift? You can do my job and wander the floor a bit. Fair enough. Thanks. She's very enthusiastic. I agree. That's exactly what I would say. Gotta love the cosplayers. Okay. Come on! Hurry the and finish your game! Do you work here? I saw you behind the desk earlier. Yes, I'm Selena, floor attendant. Well, stop attending to the carpets and attend to me. I want this to wrap up his damn game so I can play. Sir, there are children present. Please keep the swearing to a minimum. You kick this fat piece of this game and I'll sing Mary Had a Little Lamb all you want. Sir, there are other players waiting to give Mr. Mopey's magic maze a spin. You know the game's full name? Sure, I played it a lot when I was a kid. It's actually called Mr. Mopey's Magic Maze, right? Wizard, pellets, monsters, and stuff. Yeah. Okay. He's currently sitting at 714, 900 points. Holy crap, that's a heck of a high score. Or as this other would put it, holy beep! That's a beep of a high score. Excuse me? Right, sir. Can you please wrap up your game? Nope. I'm keeping good pace here. Plenty of life stocked on par for getting close to the world record before the kill screen. Kill screen. Yeah, but this is a public arcade. Other folks want to play the games, too. Okay. Will this cover it? Cover what exactly? The cost of the game. The game itself. One moment please. On it! It's an older game and actually only costs us about $200. But well, it's a part of the arcade, sir. You're right. This is Mr. Mopey's home, after all. Let's compromise. I'll pay you $1,000 American and own the game, but you keep it here. And in return, I get to play as long as I want, provided nobody's already playing. That way, I can keep chasing the score, but your arcade stays whole. I'd hate to break up a loving family. Naomi believes here. Good. I'd hate to make Naomi cry. How could I live with myself? What the boop, man? What kind of arcade is this anyway? Boop this! I'm going to Delco's Palace. What a disagreeable fellow. So you know Naomi? Of course, I'm a Funplex regular. My name's Percy. I'd hazard you're our new floor attendant. I was here when Francine seated you behind the desk earlier. That's me, Selena M, Arcade Wrangler. Well then, it's a pleasure to make your acquaintance, and I will look forward to getting to know you better. So you're seriously just been playing Opie all day, huh? What can I say? It's my calling. I actually owned a Mopey cabinet once. I had it in my flat, but playing it all by myself all alone in the dark, it's not the same. I need the atmosphere. The beeps and boops. No, those you'd eventually learn to filter out. I mean everything. The games, the lights, the kids, the feeling of being in an arcade. I score my best when I'm in a real life conditions. Real world conditions. It's all about the emotions, the laughter that hears, the excitement of competition. I need that swirling chaos of human emotions around me to play at my finest. Naomi gets that. She keeps Mopey in top condition for the day I eventually land my high score. What's the current world record then? About 3.5 million. This guy has been standing here since I was working the morning shift, hours and hours, and he's still only about 720k into this game. Can't imagine him being in anything but top health condition to try this. Guy's gotta have legs made out of carbon fiber and a bladder of tungsten. I'm just let a few extra lives drain out whenever I need to go pee. Also, he may be psychic. I feel like I should let him get back to his game, but burning questions, they burn like fire. Gold's heavy. It'd break through the floor. Don't throw around money to impress people. Money removes obstacles, nothing more, nothing less. It's a tool like any other. I do day trading, stocks and bonds, but I'm here for Moby, not to offer fickle advice. Right, right. Be seeing you, Miss M. Okay. And how? Yelling. Interesting. What the actual beep was that? You've got to be beeping me. There's no beeping way that is even plausible. Those hitboxes don't even beep connect. Beep this game. Beep it all night long. Ha ha. Get wrecked. Oh, this is far from over, Scrub. I save up a little something extra special for you. I've been baiting you into attacking my sensei, which you fell for hard. Oh, hey! Did I forget to mention that I bought an extra ultimate technique scroll for my dojo? Whoops, my bee. Wait, what? You've been farming? How could... XP share technique with creep waves. Take this! Five-fold beep and explosive death claw technique. What? How did you defeat me? No! Oh, GG Fooder. No one can defeat Queen Bee. Hey kid, what are you staring at? Never seen a champion of my caliber before? Oh, Hey, don't just stand there all weird and quiet like it's creepy. Creepy. So, are you going to beep quarter up or not? Think you can best the hottest rising star of L7? Nope. No, thank you. Plus, I'm not sure I'm allowed to play the games while I'm working. You work here? You bet. In fact, I was just hired earlier. I'm the new floor attendant. If the game eats your cord, come to me. Ha! Wait, you're serious? Okay then, welcome aboard this runaway train. Hey, they haven't given you a name tag yet. How am I supposed to know who you are? I'm Selena. I did technically just start working here 6 hours ago. It might take them time to issue me a name tag. Maybe they need to send a carrier pigeon to an ancient monastery where name tags are forged in a vast clay oven. Nah, Gavin's just slacking big time. I'll talk to that silly boy for you. Make sure you get some proper respect. Thanks? No problem, we gamers gotta stick together. I'm Queen Bee, by the way. Aggro style FOD land pusher specialist for L7 Gamer. I figured that when you put your arms around your head, cheered, and shouted, "No one can defeat me, Queen Bee." Hey, I do not sound like that. Well, maybe a little. Anyway, I'm one of the regulars around here, perhaps Purr and Tio. Besides Purr and Tio. So you'll be seeing a lot of me in the future. Let's hope you last longer than the last guy. You look like a smart kid. You've seen one of my many streams on the internet, right? Nope. I literally have no idea what you're talking about. Really? Have you been living on a rock for the past decade? If you consider a small yet affordable apartment a rock, then yes. Oh, you sweet child. You're so innocent and pure. Come on, let me show you the path to darkness that is the internet. Will it hurt or traumatize me? Exposing myself freely to the horrors of the internet seems unwise. Please. I promise you it's not going to hurt. You can't just plug one of these cabs onto the internet, so I use a number of clip-on webcams and mics and stuff. That webcam there, it broadcasts to my personal PC back home, which then streams matches live to all my fans. The chat room appears on my phone. It costs a bit to put everything all together, and it takes like half an hour to rig up and test each morning. But after doing this here for a couple of years, it's easy peasy. Aside from Naomi grinding her teeth at my clip-on cameras, damaging the paint job, I mean. Anyway, I prefer to stream from the Funplex than from home. There is so much to miss out on sitting by your lonesome and the console version of FOD, the crowds, the wicked trash talk community. Wait, are you trying to sing live right now? Are we live right now? No, that was part of my warm-up matches. I've Glenn. Beep part. I gotta go live in 5 minutes. It's been swell. We'll chat later, right? And can you help keep swearing down at least a little? We've got kids around here, and I don't want you to get into a rating PG. Now, if me, there's some butts out there that I need to kick. Later. Oh, oh my God, she just another freaking girl hit on me. My elder streaming startup. Okay. Okay, let's handle the loud crowd at showtime. Play. Showtime is an ultra modern arcade smash hit. It uses motion detecting sensors hidden behind the color spotlights to check dance pose accuracy and score your sweet moves. Pure dance fever. Can you catch fevers? You know, I had my dance fever shots at the doctor's office earlier this season. Did you see that, Tio? I got my first AA on the spot. Stop the beat. Yeah, I did. You're doing great. Remember last month you couldn't even pass that song? So impressive. I'm going to keep practicing. One day, maybe even surpass you. Hey, I hope you do. And when you do, you can be the only one who brings in new dancers and teaches them how to play. How about you? Want to take the spotlight? Sure, I can learn as I can go. Before I commit to getting down with my bad self, I think I should know a little more about exactly what that entails. Plus, I'm sure used to playing these games solo, less chance of stomping someone else's foot that way. Tis a valid point. However, how could I resist to ask a girl such as yourself? You caught my eye the moment you walked over. Hey, wait, you're new here, right? Yes, fairy. Name's Mateo, but everyone here just calls me Tio. Tio's the best. Greatest guy here. He's sort of like our leader, yeah. Oh, please, I'm nothing really. Nothing as special as you. I just like to show newbies the ropes and teach them how to play. Our community is small, but we're all super close. I think we'd be a perfect addition. We'd be a perfect addition to the game. So what do you say? Play our silly dancing game? Politely decline. The offer is hard. Oh fuck. I'll give it a try eventually. After I sort out the basic steps, maybe you can teach me how this thing works. I would enjoy that. I've taught many lead-footed newbies to become master movers and shakers. No time for lessons, unfortunately. I'm on the clock right now. I'm the new floor attendant, Selena. Really? But I haven't seen you around here at all. What happened to the other guy? He was actually pretty good at the old time stage, now that I think about it. He's out. I'm in. It's currently year 0 of the floor attendants in a regime. Well, it's an honor to meet you, Selena. I hope we get to know each other as we know it well. Indeed. For someone that actually loves Showtime stage as much as you, I haven't actually seen you play yet. True, most of the time during these meetups, I tend to let everyone else play. I go around and make sure everyone's happy and having a blast. What about you and your feelings? Happiness comes from making others happy. That's all I need in life. I know you're having a ball over here, but this crowd is blocking the emergency exit. By law, we have to keep it a past present. Can't you let it slide just this once? Me? Nope. If you let it happen once, then it's going to happen all the time. I get it though. Your crew's passionate about this game, and that's a good thing. But a stampede on my first day at work would be a bad for everyone involved. Could you imagine the headlines? Local arcade's floor attendant trampled on first day, blood everywhere. Very true. I don't want to be checking my social media tomorrow and click the link to your bitch way. We totes can't have that. I got this. Hey, listen! We need to keep the area to the left of the stage clear. Aw, man, but why? I like my spot. Hey now, you know the deal. We all have to be cool about fire safety. It's his first day, so let's show her some respect. Oh, Lord. Hey, don't disappoint me, crew. She's just doing her job. Better? Yeah, actually, much better. Didn't mean to cause any trouble. Sometimes we just get so caught up in the game, you know? Of course you know. Hey, you should still join us later. Maybe when your shift's over. We'll all be here dancing until closing time. As long as that dancing is within the law, carry on. Officer Selena has spoken. Oh! Hey, thanks. No problem. Ooh, damn! Not a bad first day so far. I've been keeping tabs on you. Well, others have been, and they've been texting me. You know, you should consider getting a proper group chat app going. I've got a crappy phone plan. My texts aren't free. A valid point. I'll look into that. I'm impressed with how you handled yourself. I think you're going to work out just fine. Anyway, I've prepared your paperwork. If you'd like to go sign it and make this work relationship a bit more above board. So you're staying? Please tell me you're staying. I mean, I fed you and everything. Francine hasn't fired her yet, right? So it's off to a great. Francine is on a great start. Here's to your first day, followed by many more. Don't you two have jobs to attend to? Just order replacement power supply for Robotron. Nothing left to do for today. Not many kids around for me to entertain. We've got a few hours till closing time, and it's nice and quiet. How about we game a bit? Speak for yourself. I've still got a paperwork to handle. Oh, come on. Don't act like you don't game. Irrelevant. I know your dirty little secret. What? Naomi? You sneak in early each morning to play pinball. You're a pinball wizard. Well, what of it? I bring order to chaos. Pinball is a very expression of that art form. You know what we should do? Impromptu pinball tournament! Oh, damn. I actually like this. I really like this. By the way, I booked a birthday party for this afternoon. Huh? Huh? Sorry, I meant to tell you this, but I plumb forgot. A birthday party? How old are the kids, may I ask? It's her 15th birthday. Oh, to be young again. 5 years? Throwing ski balls overhead into the glass, jumping up and down on pinball, putting chewing gum into corn slots, pulling at my costume, tearing off pieces of it. Naomi, Ashley, keep it together. We survived kids' birthday parties before war. Doom, 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 the end is nigh. Well, I'd hate to give it in the way of all the fun. It's time for my afternoon nap anyway. Have fun, dears. Right, battle stations everyone. I'll take ticket desk so I can oversee operations. Ashley, greet the kids. Naomi, watch for hardware damage. Selena, roaming duty. Look for trouble. Do what you can. Prepare yourselves. They are coming. Oh, Lord. Yep. Okay, we're gonna save it here. And we are gonna quit for today. Hope you guys enjoyed. And oh my god. That was, I'm not gonna lie, that was fucking awesome. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed and I hope to see you in the next live stream. Also, make